So why do black men prefer white women? Well, it's a valid question that you'll often hear many black women ask, but let's go a layer deeper. Cishet black men, have you deconstructed your self-hatred? Interracial relationships, to me, aren't the issue in this conversation, right? In many ways, I think they can be a really beautiful picture of unity. But the question is, are you in that relationship for the wrong reasons? But we can't take these sorts of conversations outside of the context of history, and historically, within this country, the oppressors indoctrinated us for hundreds of years to believe that black was lesser and ugly and evil, and that we needed to change everything about ourselves in order to be deemed acceptable. We need to become whiter to be deemed acceptable. And so we conked or permed our hair, bleached our skin, loathed our lips, our noses. We ran from the sun. We demonized darkness, and all of these sorts of things to become less of who we are. And they told us that the standards of beauty were white, were Eurocentric. We internalized it through the cartoons and the movies and the commercials and the ad campaigns, the classrooms, and we believed it. And we believed that the blonde hair and blue eyes were the pinnacle. Don't let that white girl have curves, right? Then she's the best of both worlds, right? But at the root of demonizing our blackness and looking past the beauty of black women is our own self-hatred. And if white women are the pinnacle, right? If you can just conquer that frontier, which is sexism and objectification in and of itself, but it makes you special, right? Something beyond everyone else. And it makes you acceptable. It makes you closer to white. Look, we see it all the time among the quote elite black men in society. The athletes, the moguls, the rich, and quote successful black men. What often goes hand in hand with those statuses is this space of primarily seeking out lighter skin, white or white passing women for partnership or for romance. And if you've never deconstructed why, then you got work to do. Look, straight up, I'm not exempt from this. I've had to go through the same deconstruction, y'all. I grew up in predominantly white spaces where I was legitimately ridiculed for everything black within me for many, many years. Or I was ridiculed by other black boys for not being what they deemed black enough. See, the issue in this conversation is not being with a white woman. The issue is if you've chosen to seek out white or lighter complexion women because you hate blackness. The question is, how do you view black women? How do you view other women of color, especially darker skinned women of color? See, we need to deconstruct these stories within ourselves, and the ones that we've told ourselves and the ones that we've believed, so that we can tell ourselves better ones, and in turn pass down better ones as well. So ask yourself, honestly, do you believe that black is beautiful?